I would say 25 to. I'd say 25 to like probably like 70.
What's up, world? Welcome back to Cancel Thoughts. It's your boy, Better Days here. In light of the whole Shannon Sharp situation and some of the stuff that I've been seeing on YouTube very recently, particularly the Tracy Ellis Ross and Michelle Obama podcast, today I want to talk about age gaps when it comes to dating and relationships. So I got a video from the Truth After Dark podcast with Paul Pierce where they had Joy Taylor on and they asked her pretty much what her acceptable age range is for people that she would consider dating. So I want to show you guys that clip very quickly. But before we get into it, you guys already know I'm about to ask you guys to do me a solid and hit that like and subscribe button for more content. Trying to make sure as many people find this channel as possible, and the only way I'm gonna do that is with you guys' help.
What's the age limit?
Age limit?
As far as youth to older. What's the youngest to the oldest? Like, what's your range?
Damn, I'm telling myself right now. I would say right now, at my age right now. Yeah, I would not date younger than 25, 26.
That's a good
Why
one.
you laugh?
Why is that funny?
No, because I thought she was gonna be.
I thought you would say.
I thought she was gonna be on some like 35 to 57.
Me too.
Oh no, I mean I don't think I could. I don't know. I'm
So
not
you would say,
gonna
would you
I'm
date?
not gonna get up here and lie. Okay, young men are very aggressive and they do not care how old I am. And
Wait, but Joy, I have to ask you because this is a whole thing with women.
25
they're saying
is a
that these
grown
young
man.
men are really.
25 is grown. I
but
agree.
They're saying
Nah,
that.
you ain't about to have me out here on some
No, no,
bullshit.
no, no,
25
no.
is a grown ass
They're
man.
saying.
That's 100% fact. 25 is a grown-ass man, and I'm happy that ladies like her are actually starting to come out a little bit and talk about some of their desires. And I hate when people are inauthentic and they kind of lie about some of the stuff that they do. And I kind of understand the reaction of Paul Pierce and this other lady here in that they were very, very shocked when she said 25, because women typically, especially historically, have always kind of preferred to date like within their age range, somewhere around like 3 years younger than them to like anything like older than them. They're kind of permissible with saying. But one of the things that I've noticed very recently is that, and I saw this in the Tracy Ellis Ross thing as well, is that more and more women are starting to come out and like just say that they have a desire to sleep with younger men. And I don't particularly have a problem with that whatsoever, so long as the people who are involved are consenting adults.
It ain't nobody else's business.
Do what you want to do. Just understand that there are sometimes consequences that come with the decisions that you make. And if you guys are 100% aware of that, no problem whatsoever.
25-year-old men are where it's at. All the older women, that's what I'm trying to say. The women that I've been talking to, like in their 30s, late 30s, they're like, yo, like these younger men, they come, they're intentional, they come with it. They're like not playing around. They want to date you. They like treat you like you're a goddess. They appreciate you. They talk life into you. Like, I am hearing that these younger men from all these women, they are where it's at. I've never dated a younger man before, no.
So one of the things that she said there in the whole soliloquy that she gave there is like, some of these young men, they're coming, they're intentional, they treat you with all that. Yeah, they do all of that because they're trying to get in your pants. Let's be 100% honest here. I'm also kind of in that age range. I'm a little bit older than 25. I'm 28 right now and I'm turning 29 very soon. But those guys that you guys are talking about, especially if you're a lady who's like in your late 30s or whatnot, I mean early 40s or whatever,
It's not going anywhere.
those young dudes that are coming at you, they want to sleep with you 100% of the time. They're not looking for any long-term relationships and whatnot. And if so long as you guys are both on the same page with that, you guys can have a very fruitful relationship so long as nobody's like disillusioned about what this exactly is. The other thing that I kind of want to say is the problem that I have with some of these conversations is the double standards that are kind of applied, in that if Joy Taylor, who I believe is about 38, 39 years old or 40, she's pushing 40, she's somewhere within that age range or whatnot. If she was a dude and we were just to flip the genders here and a dude was coming out saying that he wanted to date 25-year-olds or whatnot, what would we be reacting like? We would be calling that dude a predator.
Am I lying?
Even though the age gap is only about 13 years or whatnot, we will be looking at him and going, why is this guy trying to date these younger women? Like, what's going on? Why can't he get a woman his own age and all that nonsense? And when Joy Taylor comes out here and says it, she just gets applauded. She's like, yeah, the older women that I've been talking to, they've been saying that younger men are where it's at. What if older men were saying that younger women were where it was at? Would we have the exact same reaction? I just want people to think about that a little bit, but let's continue.
I've never wanted to.
They're telling
but
the truth.
At this point, they're talking about.
Is this the truth after dark? They're telling the truth.
This is what I'm
telling the
hearing. And even
But
the
I
ones-
don't like, it's 20. I don't want to be clear here because I don't like 25 is a grown man.
It's a grown man, Joy.
Okay.
You're not. Don't
You're not
worry
about to have
that.
me on
no,
some bullshit.
25.
You know how
is
the internet be.
grown. No, 25.
Just like 25 is a grown woman as well, and she should have the wherewithal to be able to make her own decisions about who she wants to date as well. So when we have these conversations, we need to also understand that those girls are also in the consenting relationships with the older men. So you guys shouldn't be having the level of vitriol that you have for those older men who are engaging with these younger ladies in those relationships.
25 is grown. And the ones that have approached me, they're like,
So I would say 25 to, I would say 25 to, I'd say 25 to like probably like 70.
70.
That's all right.
Jesus.
You got Steph Curry range.
25 to 70 is a crazy range.
Okay, but here's the thing about
I think it's much more disgusting for her to be talking. She's 40 years old or somewhere within that range. For her to be dating someone who is like a 70-year-old or whatever, I personally think that's a little bit more disgusting than it would be if she was like dating like a 25-year-old, because the age gap between her and the 25-year-old is only about 13 to 15 years or whatever. And the age gap between her and a 70-year-old is like 30 years. Like, what are you doing with a 70-year-old other than just trying to like get some money off him? Like, it's clear that there's no love in there. There's no kind of real affection in there. You're there for whatever financial benefit or perceived financial benefit that you can come up off. And if that's the case and both of you guys know it, again, guys, you guys are consenting adults. You guys should be able to do whatever you want to do. Just don't be out here talking about you love him because of him and you just like the way that he treats you and you guys just connect on a spiritual level, because everybody knows
You're lying.
older men though.
Okay, tell me.
And to be clear, like I date within 5 years of my age range. Like I don't. I'm just answering the question.
Yeah.
All right.
If you see me pull up with a 70-year-old, don't ask any fucking questions, okay? He's got a plane. I'm doing this for all of us.
You're
All
doing
right?
this for me
Don't
and my
fucking ask no
homegirls.
questions. You better dap him up, Paul. What's up, bro? La 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 la. We getting bottle
up,
Camus.
sis?
Let's
You
go.
good?
Yeah. Very.
All right. See, at least she's being 100% forward with this and just forthcoming with it. And I kind of commend her for it, because I don't necessarily like people who are like fake and whatnot. And she's saying that if you see me with that dude, you already know that I'm getting something out of him and whatnot. And the question that I have for people is she a predator for saying stuff like that? Because when we talk about these 70-year-old men who are engaging with people who are like 40 years old or whatnot, we call those older men the predators. But then when you hear somebody out of her own mouth, like Joy Taylor just said, you have to also say that they're predators too, because they're also seeking out some of these men. And if you don't, I just think you're a hypocrite.
Real nice.
We're going to treat him real good.
Act like everything is normal.
Everything is normal.
Absolutely. But you know, like my dad is 77.
What's
and
your
he
dad
looks
look like?
so good. I mean, amazing. My dad is like tall, dark, handsome. He looks all like, even the housekeepers.
But
like,
you know
"Your
what I
dad."
like about older men? Older men have great stories. I like to talk. They got
Yeah,
all
they
the
do.
stories.
Yeah.
They're very confident.
They do.
They appreciate you. You know what I mean?
They do.
For sure.
They're very sweet.
Damn,
I
that's
can't
dope.
have sex with an old wrinkly penis.
I'm sorry, before she even continues there, you cannot out of one side of your mouth say that you're doing this for some kind of perceived financial benefit and whatnot, and then try to follow it up later on when you notice that people are seeing you kind of a little bit in a different light with the whole, oh yeah, they have really good stories and they're really confident and they just talk to you really well and whatnot. Come on. We know what this is when any 40-year-old person is dealing with someone in their 70s and 80s and whatnot. You're there for the money. It's okay. So long as you guys both know that that's what the circumstance is and that's what the situation is. I don't particularly think anybody's business is kind of like paying attention to you guys, and you guys should 100% have the right to do that. But don't try to sugarcoat shit to us. Like we're not trying to hear it. Stop it.
so scared. That's my only thing. I'm like,
Why do you think they're wrinkly?
well, I don't know. Are they?
Aren't all penises wrinkly?
To a certain extent, they're all kind of wrinkly, especially when they're not erect and whatnot. And I don't necessarily want to talk about this because it's getting a bit hedonistic for my liking or whatnot. Hey, I just, at the very least, I love that this conversation is being had in the open, because all of that bullshit that everybody has kind of been talking about, well, we just love these people for us and we just connect on a spiritual level and all that. I hate those conversations. Ladies, if you guys are gold diggers and whatnot, be open with your gold digging nature. Obviously, that's going to disqualify you for a majority of men, and you probably should be disqualified for that. But don't be a chameleon, because one, it doesn't necessarily help the men, but it doesn't help you either, because you know on some sort of like cognitive level that you're not there for that person, and it kind of just like stains you and taints you a little bit on the inside as well.
I don't know.
Go through the Rolodex.
Maybe.
At one point throughout the day, all penises are wrinkly.
You're right. When they're soft.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
You're right.
In resting state. In
You're
resting
right.
state.
I love that conversations like this are being had. I would love for more and more conversations like this being had, because I think it kind of allows us to be a little bit more open and honest with one another. And the only issue that I think I have with some of these conversations, as I mentioned earlier, is that some of these double standards need to stop being a thing. You can't come out here and say that, well, men who are older who are dating younger women are predators, but the younger women who are choosing to go after these older men, they just don't necessarily know what's going on. And we need to stop with all that. Me personally, I think a 10-year age gap is kind of if you're dating somebody who's 10 years older than you, okay. If you're dating someone who's 10 years younger than you, okay as well. I think that's acceptable and permissible, and I don't necessarily have a problem with that. When you start going outside that 10-year age gap, to me, I feel a little bit disgusted by it, and I'm not necessarily trying to judge anybody or whatnot, and I think that obviously people have the right to choose whatever they want for their own lives, and it's nobody else's business. But I personally, and I think that we can all kind of look at situations like the Shannon Sharp situation and just like understand that, yes, this is a legal thing and you can date people who are of these ages or whatever, but there are also circumstances to where if you're somebody who has something to lose, you need to take those potential consequences into account before you make some of these decisions. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about the whole age gap conversation, and what is your acceptable age gap in terms of who you would probably see a future with. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me on this video. You guys could have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I really do appreciate you. If you liked what you heard today, do me a solid and like the video, share the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Those things really do help out the channel a lot, guys. And if you didn't like what you heard, thanks for allowing me to occupy your time. Consider leaving a comment in the comments down below, letting me know exactly what it was that you disagreed with, and maybe we could talk about it. Either way, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for pressing play on this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.